Good morning to all. Welcome to the second unit, third session, that is about evaluation of reference source encyclopedias. So, what is encyclopedia? A general encyclopedia is a work containing informational articles giving essential general information on subjects in various branches of knowledge, arranged alphabetically by subjects and names. So, encyclopedia is nothing but a circle of knowledge. Usually, encyclopedias are of two types. One is general encyclopedia, another one is subject encyclopedias. The specialized encyclopedia is a work containing information articles giving essential general information limited to a special field of knowledge or area of interest, arranged alphabetically by subjects and name. So, this book, the encyclopedia reference book, is very much essential for any kind of libraries as it contains a circle of universe of knowledge. So, in order to purchase this book, this reference book, we have to evaluate. So, some of the evaluation criteria of encyclopedias are as follows: that is authority, scope, treatment, arrangement, format, special features, and drawback conclusion. We will go one by one. So, in authority evaluation criteria, we will see the work should be authoritative. In other words, it should be accurate, dependable. The authoritativeness of an encyclopedia can be usually judged on the basis of qualification, experience, reputation, and responsibility of the sponsoring body, if any, or publisher, or distributor, or authors, or editor, or altogether as a whole. The knowledge regarding the subject and academic qualification of the authors and editors are extremely important in this context. The next point is scope. The scope of an encyclopedia can be understood properly by finding out answers to the following question: what is the purpose of a work as stated by the editor himself? Has this purpose been fulfilled in the main work? Does it follow a definite plan consistently? What is the extent of supervision provided by the editor? What are the limitations with regard to subject class of a reader, up-to-dateness of a materials? Is the emphasis is on reading for self-interest or provisions for fact-finding? What is the overall coverage of the subject or concepts? So, we will see these for these points in the evaluation criteria. Scope. Then the third evaluation criteria, treatment. In this criteria, we will see some of the points such as how thorough, reliable, and complete are the facts, statistics, place names, personal names, etc. Does it show any bias or controversial topics? Has the space allocated for a topic related to the importance of the topic? Has the work been written for scholars or laymen, adults or children? How reliable is the writing? In this point, we will see that which type of users are able to read, are able to go through the encyclopedia. ಯಾವ encyclopedia ಯಾವ ತರಹದ ಯೂಸರ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಜನರಲ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಔಟ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ. This will add to the value of the encyclopedia. The arrangement of a main text can be alphabetical by large subject or small topic, or classified or some other kind. The kind of arrangement should have a sound basis. If arrangement is not good, then the finding of that particular information will be difficult for the user. It will take lot of time. Then they may not get a information, or they may lose the interest to find the relevant information in the encyclopedia. That's why arrangement is always in a sound manner. The index of the main text is extremely important. It should be a detailed one, completed by a cross references. This index can be alphabetical or classified, or any other kind of arrangement should be there. Format refers to the binding quality of paper, typefaces, page, makeup, illustration, plates, diagram, map, etc. In the binding attractive and suitable for heavy, is the binding attractive and suitable for heavy wear or tear? Is the paper of a good quality? Are the headings and subheadings bold enough to stand out clearly? Are typefaces clear and legible? Has suitable differences been made between different types of headings or not? That should be clearly evaluated, as the format is very important. If the printing quality is not good, it may be damages the eyes of the user. That's why we have to see all the things in the format. Is the layout of a page attractive, leaving sufficient margins for reading, rebinding? Are illustrations, plates, diagram, maps, etc. of a good quality and well produced? All these points we should be bear in mind in the format evaluation criteria for encyclopedia. So the next point is that special features and drawback. So in this point we have to evaluate by considering some of the points, such as what distinguishes it from other encyclopedias. Does it include supplementary list or appendices? Are the bibliographies up to date and useful? What are the supplementary devices used to keep it up to date? Issuing of supplement or yearbook or annual basis, or loose leaf insertions? These are some of the points that we have to see in the special features. If additional features or some other additional informations are given, then it's always good to recommend the book to the library. The final point, conclusion should provide overall judgment about the encyclopedias. It should recommend it for library or not. If it is to be recommended, then indicate the kind of library which will benefit the most. Thank you.